Oh boy, it's been a hot sec since I've done this game, huh? Like a really hot sec. Like I think 6 months. When was the last time I uploaded a video or even did anything with this game? Let's see. The last Zero Fox Hime was yeah, about 5 months ago. And I've kind of forgotten about, well, life's been hard and I haven't really been able to fulfill my promise of visual novels every Sunday, and the world's not really in a place where we can, well, things don't go to plan. So, I think it's time we finish up this game. We can conclude the story of Mori and possibly the sequel, prequel game at some point. I know I have it in my Steam library. But, I'm pretty sure we're at the last chapter, and then, depending on how long this goes, we might go and do some Fate Extella or Sword Art Online today. I don't really know, and I think I'm okay with that. So, without further ado, let's finish up this story. Oh boy, that means I'm gonna have to, like, get back into my reading voice. Let me drink some water real quick. Of course, you have been looking after me, right? Fine now. Actually, I should have collected the samples yesterday, but Mori stopped me from getting off the bed, so I had to postpone my schedule. I actually don't remember much of the story. I know we disappeared briefly, or she did, and then we had a heartfelt confession. Big Sis Fox stepped in, reunited with her lover, and then I think disappeared again. In human society, this minor ailment isn't even known to... Oh, isn't even an excuse to ask for leave. Is it a cold? I'm gonna guess it's a cold. Don't worry. If you're ill, I'll give you... Don't worry. If you're ill, I'll give you half a month of sick leave, even for the most minor of ailments. Hi, Seth. Mori seems to have thought of something, and her expression becomes sullen. Is it the Black Plague? Or the... What was... The bubonic plague? I think that's what it is. So, when you were sick as a kid, you would just cry and ask Ruri for help. That's the name of a big sis fox. Ruri. Don't be modest. I'm impressed by your crying skills. Wow, we are an ass. Concern intensifies. By the way, you cry a lot like last time? That means your tears in the past decade would be enough to increase the sea level by 1 centimeter, does it? What? Shit, she doesn't know that. Wait. Fuck, do Americans use metric or imperial? I don't even know this. Metric system. So wait, she doesn't know what the metric system is. She uses imperial. Oh no, wait, it's not imperial. What is it? The rest of the world. Oh, US is imperial. So does she use the metric system? I mean, I know this takes place in China for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's because of the company. Mori tilts her head in confusion. This length. I measure the approximate distance with my fingers. So about a meter? I think, is that what that is, or is that an approximation? Mori indicates a bigger distance by extending her arms. I hope not. We might get coastal flooding. What a fool. Let's put aside the argument on whether I cry a lot or not. Do you know how big is the sea? Do you know how much water the sea would need to raise its level by this much? I don't know. Ask the Arctic. I indicate the same distance by imitating her. That amount of seawater is enough to flood this forest 100 times and turn the forest into an oceanic trench. Remember that little waterfall almost drowned you. I don't remember this at all. You'd better believe it. When I take you to the seaside during my holidays, I bet you'll be so scared you'll lose all the fur on your tail. No, not the tail. How dare you threaten the floof? Mori waves her tail instinctively. After finishing the work outside, we head back to the cabin and check the baskets at the river as usual. Huh? Why are there so many baskets? Smug fox face. There are more baskets than before. They're all set up along the river in a disorderly manner. It's obviously someone's handiwork. I wonder who... When did you make these? And this much? I don't know how big the baskets are, so that's either really impressive or really not. We've got so much now. We can't eat all of them. I'm wondering if I should free some of the fish since it's a big harvest. You mean the one who actively hates my guts? Well, fine. You can also show your cooking skills to her. Okay, bye. Where are you going? Tonight? Alright. Take care. This amount of fish will keep me busy. Whew. After cutting and salting those fish, I arranged the utensils and the dinner table. Because I was worried that Mori might break the bowls and dishes, I stored some backup utensils in the cabinet. And they come in handy now. I don't know if my name is Yan or Ken-kun. I could hear Mori's voice from a distance. Here you are. Where's Riri? I can only see Mori. Hi. Mori jumps to one side, revealing Lady Skyfox, who looks grumpy from behind. It seems she was dragged here by Mori. Oh, I've prepared the fish. Have a seat first. Dinner will be ready in a minute. Of the two, I'd like her more, if only she didn't hate me. It's better for me to cook. Mori comes over to me while saying it, and snatches the kitchenware from my hand. Alright. Since Mori is in such high spirits, I relent and watch her bustling about. The pot is hot. Don't touch it with your bare hands. Use some dust cloth. Don't wipe your face with your hands if they're dirty. Wipe it with a handkerchief. I'm worried she might make mistakes when she looks so engrossed in cooking it, so I keep reminding her. I think she just shooed me away. Mori drives me away by waving her hand at me impatiently. Ruri is not impressed. The atmosphere is a bit awkward. Do you like to eat fish? I'm kind of regretting it after asking her, because we only have fish as the main dish for tonight. What if she doesn't like fish?
Mama.
Oh, good. Although Ruri looks cold as always, she's staring attentively at Mori, who's bustling about. I think even if Ruri isn't saying it, she's still concerned for Mori. I'd feel a bit guilty at the thought of taking Mori away from her. I don't. By the way, the Mid-Autumn Festival is around the corner, and the town will be celebrating the festival. I'm planning to take Mori there to have a look. Would you like to join us? No surprise. I went to visit the old gentleman, Mr. Wong, a few days ago. Oh, I went, not want, to visit the old gentleman, Mr. Wong, a few days ago. But the doorman told me he went somewhere far away. Wonder if he's back now.
本当に余計なことが好きなのね。
She's smiling. When I talked about Mr. Wong, Ruri's facial expression became slightly milder.
自分たちの心配だけしていればいいのに。
Are you kidnapping old men now? Yeah, I'm great with Mori.
それならいいけど。でも気をつけなさい。マリの性格はとてもわかりやすいようだけど。
Like what?
心の底に見えない感情を隠していることがある。油断しないことね。
Oh, okay. Is that so? Mori has other concerns? I cast a glance at her where she's currently focused on cooking. I will take note of it. Don't worry, I'll cherish her and I won't occupy her entirety for myself. Or entirely.
余計なお世話です。
Maybe.
天子様、玄君、ご飯だよ。
I'm coming. Mori's finished cooking and called us.
そういえば、マリの妖術は未熟だから、人の多いところへ行くのは大変でしょう。
I don't know, I'm pretty sure.
私が少し手伝いましょう。
I'm fairly certain the hat and bag we used was just fine. Before I could respond, Ruri has left. How will she help me? Into C7. Wait, hold on. 1 second.
今日は町に行くの?
Oh, so now we're at the last one, the beginning and the end. So this is the last bit of the game, I guess. Yay? Today is Mid-Autumn Festival. I told Mori to get ready and and we're going into town. Thanks to Ruri's spell, Mori's ears and tails are gone. Aha! Now she looks totally like a common human girl, except she looks more adorable. I would agree, but she doesn't have ears and a tail. Right. Today is Mid-Autumn Festival. Yes, the 15th of the 15th day of the 8th month in the Chinese calendar. You don't know about the Mid-Autumn Festival? I didn't see that coming. Ruri never took her to watch the moon? How boring their life is. Mid-Autumn Festival is a traditional festival because tonight's moon will be more round and bright than usual. Everyone will be going out to watch the moon tonight. Wait, hold on, so it's the 15th of September? Well, the 15th of September brings up Independence Day in Mexico. So, I don't think that's it. Nope, that's also not it. Oh. I think they meant to say 7th month. Oh no, wait, or they have a different calendar. So it's not 15th of what's so July. Which is I don't know. I guess it's just a weird day. Town will have celebratory events. It's more lively. Besides, you love to have fun in the town, right? Listen to her, you idiot. Your girlfriend/wife material is asking you to stay home. Think about it. I'm okay now, don't worry. And I also need to take a trip to the post office. Mori would miss the chance to see things humans do at the festival, so I made up an excuse. Oh no, she's smart. It's a festival today. It's the same. She's smarter than the average fox. Which actually is untrue because most Kitsune are rather intelligent. Fuck off, I don't want to hear anything about fucking Last of Us 2. Part 2. The town shops are displaying all kinds of delicately packaged mooncakes. Red lanterns are everywhere on the streets. People are hustling and bustling around us, and we're soaking up the festival's atmosphere. They came out of the woodworks and the shadows. Mid-Autumn Festival is a festival for reunions. Many people would come home to reunite with their families on this holiday. So there are more people than usual about. Okay, I'm actually going to look this up. Mid-Autumn Festival. Which is apparently this year, Thursday, October 1st. The Mid-Autumn Festival is a harvest festival celebrated notably by the Chinese people. It relates to Chuseok and Sukimi. It's also practiced in the southeast Asian country of Vietnam. 15th day of the 8th lunar... Oh, right, of course. Or Moon Festival is when families gather to sample autumn harvests, light lanterns, and admire what believed to be the fullest moon of the year. Okay, so it's different year calendars. Got it. Of course it is. Because people are busy this time of year. I don't know the specific time frame of this year in-game, but I know they use carriages still. Because of work, people often don't have the final say in these matters, beyond their control most of the time. Yes, because humanity revolves around the work and finances. Yay. Yeah, I haven't returned home for a long time either. I'm wondering whether I should write a letter home while opening the letter I got from the post office. Yes, Warper, I'm a weeb. We've established this multiple times. Have you not seen my Discord channel? Have you not seen my chat? I am a weeb. And technically you are too. This letter's from my roommate. I thought it was my supervisor urging me to work. Maybe? How is that possible? This girl lacks common sense. I have to explain to her how the university's dormitory works. In short, boys can't live together with girls, let alone in the same room, or even in the same building. I don't see your point, Warper. You have a corridor? Fox spirits really live in luxury by living in such a big place for both of you. Just casually looks around my cramped room filled with anime stuff. It's actually rather not quite so cramped. It's very roomy, all things considered. I just had to get rid of my old work table. Yeah, it's not as good as you imagined. I beg to differ. One of my roommates, he snores a lot at night, and it's so loud we couldn't sleep. We got so annoyed we planned to stuff his socks into his mouth. Ew. That sounds really unpleasant. I love how she says that, but has a smile on her face. I think so too, but in actual fact, we didn't take any action. Disappointment. Mari looks kind of absent-minded. She's looking at the bustling street. When I look in the direction she's facing, there's a shop selling snacks. What else is new? She's probably hungry? I realize it's almost dinner time for dinner after checking the time on my pocket watch. Let's grab a bite. I put the letter, which I haven't read entirely, into my pocket. Oh boy, that's gonna come up later, isn't it? We're being recalled home. Freshly made candy figures. Very sweet. I'm not doing a Chinese accent because I know it's going to sound stereotypical and it's going to get me in trouble. So, Texas American then. Or Texan. Hell no. After dinner, I'm strolling along the streets with Mori, and we run into the candy figure vendor again. Dude, oh, no, it's not Texan, it's Surfer Dude. Dude, buy one for your girl. I guarantee it's sweet. The vendor noticed I'm looking at him, and he began to cry out towards me. Previously, Mori's candy figure fell on the ground when she panicked. She didn't get to try it. And we didn't come back to buy a new one. I didn't expect to see the vendor again today. Do you have the chicken-shaped candy figure? I intended to buy the fox-shaped candy figure, but I remembered that Mario was reluctant to eat the fox-shaped candy figure, so I changed my mind. Didn't I look up what candy figures were? Candy figure. I got some interesting results on that one. China? No. Yeah, that just gives me a bunch of weird results, so, Yeah, yes, I have all types of candy figures. Oh, switching into Russian then. If you can't find a figure you like, I can make one for you. Did we not just establish you don't like eating fox-shaped candy figures? Mori suddenly popped her head from behind me to make her request shyly. Here you go. I thought you didn't like the fox-shaped figure. Perhaps. This is the first time she talked to another human being besides me. It is unexpected, and she did it for me. Looks like the vendor is right when he said the candy figure is very sweet. It's such a delight. You finally tasted it this time. Is it good? Cute. We're walking along the street while holding a different candy figure, and people seem to be looking at us with envy. Look at those two. A simple candy figure would turn them into kids. Yes, love makes people so childish. Fine, they're not looking at us with envy. So my roommate's paper got an award. I'm eating the candy figure while reading the letter from my pocket. This guy used to stay up all night to play cards with us, and work with us to cheat in exams. Now he's achieved something. Let me guess, it was actually my paper. Mine? I have to stay at the cabin for a year before I can go back and have the time to write my paper. I have no idea. I guess so. I'd work hard on the paper and fool around until my graduation. Sounds about right for a college student. After my graduation, I haven't thought of that. I know what I'm doing after I graduate. And it's called relaxation. And also a part-time job. I'm scratching my head while thinking on my plans after graduation. Maybe I'll beg my supervisor to be his assistant or something. After all, the working world outside is too complicated. I can speak. I don't think I can handle that. After that, I'll probably marry one of my supervisor's young students who might be blind enough to fall in love with me. That sort of thing. Casually tells the girlfriend who loves with us that we might marry someone else. That is not an amused face. Mori stopped asking questions after hearing that. She lowers her head and seems upset. I suddenly realize I've said something wrong. No shit! Well, it's too bad. I haven't met a younger student who is that blind all these years. But I met a divine fox lady. I'd say my waiting has finally paid off. Hey, don't steal my shtick! She raises her head again. She's probably in a good mood now. Probably. We only just casually implied that we're looking for someone else. That's good. Fuck, I missed that. Mori asked me anxiously, as it's near dusk and there are few people on the streets. I just heard from someone passing by that people release sky lanterns tonight. Let's join in. Don't worry, there are hotels in town. At most we can spend one night at Mr. Wong's. The place where sky lanterns are released will be lively and pretty. You're gonna love it. Hotels, really? Yeah, let's buy a lantern first. I'm not sure how to feel about the hotels. I take Mori to walk with the stream of people. Okay, that's good. One less thing for me to worry about. I take Mori to walk with the stream of people. A sky lantern is a kind of lantern that can fly.
飛ぶ?
Yes, it's a lantern made of paper. It's very light, and there's a candle at the bottom of the lantern. The hot air generated by the candle will make the lantern fly, until the candle melts and then it plummets.
なんだか難しい.
I think. Or it gets destroyed. One of those things. I'm not sure. In ancient times, people used the lanterns to send messages for long-distance matters. Later, it's gradually evolved into a custom to wish for blessings during festivals.
じゃあ、私たちもお願いをするの?
I wonder what her wish is. Of course, we need to write our wishes on a note, and hang the note on the sky lantern when the time comes. We arrive at the plaza with the crowd after buying the sky lantern. It's completely dark now. The moon has risen in the sky quietly and replaced the sun. It's like a gemstone, embedded in the dark blue sky. I wrote Mori's name on the note and gave it to her so that she can write her wishes on the other side. What did you write? Mori wrote her wishes quickly and hung the note on the lantern while avoiding me on purpose.
教えたら願いが叶わないんだよ.
Huh? How did you know?
さっき隣の人が言ってたの.
I wonder what it is. She lights the candle in the lantern while giving her explanation. That's superstitious. What is there to hide? I reach out to grab the lantern. Wait. Mori blocks my hand and releases the lantern. Hence, our lantern floats to the sky. The sky lanterns around us also float upwards, one after another. For a moment, the sky and the earth seem to have swapped places, and a red waterfall is cascading upwards toward the sky. The lights all over the sky converge to form a splendid Milky Way, overshadowing the moon and stars. I misread that, but whatever. The whole night sky is lit up. Mori is also enthralled by the sky. I look around. It seems most of the people around here are couples. But this time, I don't need to envy them. It's time for them to envy me. Mori is staying still with the same posture. She looks at the sky, and I stare at her. Mori looks more real under the candle and moonlight. She doesn't look that surreal compared to the night in the forest. She is a treasure granted by heaven. I will cherish this moment no matter what happens in the future. Well, this sounds like the finale to me. Where? Of course it's... I was about to tell Mori that the lanterns will fly up in the air. When the candles burn out, they'll fall off. Yeah, they'll fly all the way to the palace and the moon. Of course they can. The goddess in the palace will also see our wishes on the notes and help us fulfill them. Mori smiles and becomes quiet after she heard my explanation. Her eyes are still fixed at the sky, as if she's chasing our lantern. I'm also looking at the sky along with her, but that's bewildering. There are so many lanterns. Can you tell which one is ours? That's true. She remains focused on keeping her eyes at our wishes throughout. Aww. Intro scene 8. That was cute. Mori, I'm getting up. I remind Mori to get up as usual, but she didn't respond. She's too tired from yesterday? I look at her bed. Her quilt is folded neatly. Is she up already? Why didn't she call me? I mumble as I get dressed. Mori seems to have gone out. Maybe she's preparing breakfast. When I step out of the cabin, there's no fire outside. God damn it, not this again! Mori! I shout towards the river, but there's no response. The only sound I can hear is an echo, and birds screeching in alarm. That's strange. Where did she go? I return to the cabin and check the desk and bed carefully. She'd probably leave a message if there was something urgent and she had to get out. Weird. I look everywhere, but Mori didn't leave behind any message. Don't tell me Ruri's spell had an additional part to it? It's useless to make wild guesses. I should look for Ruri. I tried to remember the route that Mori took me through the other day. It should be in this direction. I take out the map to check. Let's hurry up. I have to find Ruri as soon as possible. My surroundings change constantly as I keep going in this direction, but they agree with what I can remember. It should be the right path. This is the place where Mori and I had met Ruri back then. Mori told me before that Ruri hid the shrine, so humans can't enter. Lady Skyfox! Lady Ruri! I keep shouting while circling around the place.
止まりなさい。
Alright, Seth. Freeze. Oh, crap. Suddenly, a voice called me to stop. I wheel around to see Lady Skyfox, and she looks irritated.
騒がしいわね。教養がないのかしら。
Did Mori come back to the shrine?
マリはあなたに託したでしょう。もうマリを見失ったの？
Maybe. I don't like your tone. She's not at the shrine?
まったく。私を納得させるような立派なことを言っておいて。あな
I was still with. Oh shit, I cut that off too early. Sorry. I was still with her yesterday, but she's gone this morning. And didn't leave any message either. Did your spell go wrong?
私を疑う前に、まずは自分のことを疑ったらどうかしら？
I mean,
何か嫌われるようなことをしたんでしょ
I did casually make a comment about wanting to marry someone else. Me? I did nothing. We spent a happy mid-autumn festival yesterday, minus me casually remarking about wanting to marry someone else.
ならあなた自身の問題ね。自分で考えなさい。私は花に水をやらないと。
Eh? Wait.
それと、ここで騒がないで、どこかへ行きなさい。
Everything just popped.
鳥たちも怯えて逃げてしまったわ。
After saying it, Ruri turns around and disappears before I could respond. Wait, are you sure there are no problems with your spell? I continue to shout hurriedly since she can't have gone far.
うるさいわね。これ以上しつこく言うなら、二度とマリに会えないようにするわよ。
Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you, but I really don't know what to do now. Mori just disappeared abruptly and I'm having a panic attack. I don't have a clue at all this time. Please help me, Lady Skyfox.
本当にうるさい人間ですね。ならば、考え方を変えてみてはどうかしら。もしかしたら、マリがやっと思い直して、あなたと付き合わないことにしたのかも。
I don't think that's the case. No, I believe in her. We've been through a lot before we could be together. She definitely won't ditch me.
騙されなかったようね。
I'm being serious here. Why are you toying with me?
なら、あなたの賢い頭で考えてみなさい。
She's probably still over where the lanterns took off watching it. I really don't have a clue. That's why I came to you for help.
ああ、間違えました。あなたには賢い頭なんてないものね。じゃあ、
Have fun? You're saying she went out to have fun?
マリの世界には私とあなたしかいません。私のところにもいなくて、あなたのところにもいないなら、一人で気晴らしに行っているとしか考えられないでしょ
That simple?
う。よく考えてみなさい。あと、さっき私が言ったことも忘れないで。ここで騒がないように。
Eh? Ruri suddenly vanishes once again, but I'm still puzzled. I'm not. Have fun? Where would she go? I scratch my head, sort out my thoughts, and open the map. The places Mori might go. I study the map carefully. Well, this is the last chapter, so... This is the spot that comes to mind. Although Mori once said she disliked the smell from the trees around here, we do have precious memories of this place. This is the place where I fell in love with a little fox. I was also overjoyed to know that she was willing to accept me. When I arrive at that patch of grass, flowers are blooming as before. Mori? I call her softly, but can only hear the plants rustling in the breeze. She's not here. This is Mori's secret base. She said she loved to bathe in this hot spring. Ah, yes, this scene. This was fun. This was an interesting time. And I'm surprised the main character wasn't burned alive. For all her power, apparently Lady Skyfox cannot tell when there is a peeping Tom. This is the place where we carried out our plan successfully as a team. and proof of our complete trust in each other. When I look at the sparkling water, there isn't any pair of eyes that is looking for me. She's not here. This tree is familiar to me. Mori used to observe me secretly from behind this tree. That time, her big tail was swinging behind the tree, which exposed her, and I caught her in no time. Mori? I call gently toward the tree. She's also not here. I returned to the cabin wearily after searching through the spots I could think of. Mori still didn't come back. Where on earth did she go? What's bothering her? The book she was reading is still lying on the carpet near the desk. It's as if she was reading the book and talking to me a second earlier. My eyes fall on the desk. There's the illustrated book, and an old water stain is on the cover. This book. Back then I took the book outside to dry, and Mori was the one who brought it back inside. I really got frightened by her at the time. Speaking of which, there's a good story behind Mori in the illustrated book. I'd wet the book in order to save her. It's been a long time since I flipped through this book. I sigh and relax a bit by resting my weary body on the chair, and I open it. Inside here, it really does have this. I almost forgot the things I've drawn on the book. Back then I was observing the plants near the waterfall, and I saw a pretty little fox bouncing around. I was attracted by her energetic nature and became possessed. I'd actually put my work aside and doodled on the blank page in the valuable book. Suddenly there was a plop sound while I was absorbing in my drawing. When I looked up, the fox had disappeared. I quickly got up to look for it. The illustrated book slipped from my hands, bounced off the rock, and landed beside the river. Next I turned to see where the book had landed, and saw the little fox had landed into the river. Thus I never finished that sketch. I stare at the half-finished picture of Mori. Right, this is the place. I slap the table and rush out, into the darkness. How could I forget this place? How come I haven't thought of it earlier? How come we've never seen it before? This is the place where I met Mori for the first time. It's the place where our destinies started to intertwine. I have a strong feeling that she's definitely there. It's true, she is here, and she looks sad. I stop to catch my breath. I'm watching her back at a distance. From what I can see, she's curled into a tiny hairball and is motionless. Her ears aren't upright as usual, and his tail is curled on the ground spiritlessly. Mori, what's on your mind? I'm muttering to myself, mindful of Ruri's warning. What exactly did I neglect? Never mind, it's useless to make wild guesses. I take a deep breath and walk towards Mori, step by step. Okay, I need to turn down the sound effects a little, because that's really loud. What are you looking at? I quietly walk up to Mori from behind and hold her. Surprised fox noises. Mori is shocked, then she relaxes. Because sad fox. Because you're here. She didn't reply, but I can feel her body is trembling. What's wrong? Is something troubling you? Is it because of me? Constant epilepsies! She didn't say anything and just shook her head. Can you tell me? Haven't you said this before? Being together isn't only about sharing the happiness, but also the pain. She doesn't sound like her usual self. I tighten my arms around her without realizing it. Of the fact that I'm probably going to die long before you do? Scared of what? Oh. Well, that's a feels. Me? Why do you say that? Normal human girls are overrated. This is what I found. Yeah, but normal people are kind of boring. The people you want to hang out with are the ones who are special to you and unique. And not just a normal person who comes up randomly and has ulterior motives.
でも私が玄関の重荷になってる。
Yes, but being a couple also means sharing burdens and getting through them together. Not that I would know, I'm single. Sadly. Meh. No, you're not.
違う、私は重荷だよ。だって私がそばにいるせいで。
And that's a bad thing.
同じようにできない。
That's a bad thing, why? No.
私が玄君のそばにいたら、玄君は普通の人の生活をすべて失ってしまう。
Not really.
私、それが嫌なの。私のためにたくさんのものを犠牲にする玄君を見たくないの。
Ah, yes, but that is love.
玄君が私のために
To sacrifice but not give up what you believe in. Although, actually, no, I'm pretty sure sacrificing a lot of things for love is actually the sign of a bad relationship. Don't listen to me.
怖くなるの。玄君、私。
No. You're not my burden. You're the love of my life. I never sacrifice or lose anything because of you. The hard work and fatigue I put in make me happy in return. It's a kind of happiness that we both share. The joyful days I spend with you are my greatest happiness. Without you, all the beautiful and happy moments in the lives of normal humans are hell to me.
でも、私。
By falling in love with you, I have spent all my feelings in this life. To be with you, I've also spent all the luck in my life.
玄君、
You realize saying that is kind of like a death sentence.
本当に私でいいの？
Yes, because there are no other routes in this game. Of course.
でも、私は本当にいなくなっちゃうかもしれないのに。
Didn't I tell you earlier? You won't disappear forever. No matter where and when, no matter how many years later, I will keep waiting for you.
本当にいいの？
I mean, it's a Kitsune. If it isn't worth it, then why are you here? Yes, because I believe you will always be at my side. After I said that, Mori didn't say anything for a while. I wait for her response patiently, because I trust her. Oh, and that's the game! Okay! So, cliffhanger, anyone? Oh, oh, that was a cute game. Oh, there's the bathhouse. Is there gonna be an after credits where she accepts me, or are we just gonna sit here and wait? Yeah, I guess that's just credits. What do we want to do next? YouTube's audio library. Yeah, I was right. I knew that song was familiar, and it's because it's from the YouTube audio library. Well, I guess the next visual art Oh. Not quite done yet. Yeah, much longer than mine. Am I gonna be made immortal? I believe it, Drake. That's even better. I don't need to make any effort to fall in love with anyone else in my next life. I laugh. No matter how many lives, it's fine as long as we're together. You're more foolish than me. I hold Mori tightly and feel her body with all my heart and soul. Out of the corner of my eye, the evening sun is gradually clearing away the mists from the sky. It's the same with our future. Oh, okay, now we're actually done. Good 40-minute episode. I can put that on YouTube. I was worried it was going to be like 15 minutes and be done. Nope, we're just done. Okay. That was cute. And I think I did I did okay with my reading. I don't know what you guys think. Please be kind. But yeah, I'm glad that I got to finish this because it was cute and I'm just glad I could finish it.